Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me once again, or if you're here for the first time, welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. Today, we're going to be talking about WWE 2K16 once again, but this time just a quick little comparison of some of the screenshots we've seen so far for 2K16 to see how they measure up to the graphics from 2K15. I want to see how big the advancements are. Obviously, a few pictures aren't going to tell the whole story, but it might give us an idea of kind of where the game is going as far as graphics are concerned. Now, before we start, something I want to address to my viewers, my subscribers. I know you guys have been missing universe mode here. I know I did a lot of universe mode in 2K15. You guys really enjoyed it, but it kind of got a little stale, got a little tiring. Well, I'm happy to announce that my girlfriend actually relaunched her gaming channel. And just a few days ago, we started doing a pretty unique universe mode over on her channel. So she's got stuff there by herself too. Check out her channel, youtube.com/Ms. Michelle with a Z and 2 I's. I don't know why she spelled it like that. But I'd appreciate it if you guys would go over there, check it out, subscribe to her, show her some love. She's going to be bringing some WWE 2K16 content to you guys also when the game drops, so stay on the lookout for that. And of course, stay subscribed right here as well. Gonna hit you with that 1-2 punch, and I appreciate you guys checking out her channel and of course my channel as well. So let's get right into it. Let's kick it off with the cover. Superstar Stone Cold Steve Austin on the left is the 2K16 screenshot. On the right, the 2K15. Now, as far as this Austin shot is concerned, the 2K16 picture looks tons better than the 2K15 version. A lot more detail, especially in the beard and the face, around the eyes, the forehead. A lot sharper, a lot more detail went into Stone Cold this year. And of course, he's got the vest with him, which was definitely missing in 2K15. But Austin looks on point. The graphics look great. So as far as this shot is concerned, I'm definitely leaning towards 2K16. Now, that might not be the case for all the pictures. Keep that in mind. But let's keep it moving. Now, up next is Bad News Barrett. Don't take the lighting too much into consideration because obviously the screenshot from 2K15 is from the, create a superstar menu, and from the left is, a bright screenshot in the middle of the ring. So don't take the lighting into effect too much. We're just looking more at the wrestlers and the characters themselves and how they appear. Again, it does look like 2K16 has a lot more detail in the face, but one thing that really pops out to me is the hair and the hairlines. 2K15's hair and kind of hairlines and stuff like that weren't necessarily the cleanest. You can see on the right, the 2K15 shot of Barrett. His hairline is kind of, just kind of choppy, doesn't really flow well. But if you look at his sideburns and his beard and his hairline in the 2K16 shot, it looks like they cleaned that up quite a bit. I'm not positive that that's something that they focused on, but just from this shot, it seems like that's something they took into consideration, which is awesome because the 2K16 Barrett looks on point. Up next, Daniel Bryan. Now, this is a hard one to compare because the angles are so different, and he's got completely different hair in 2K15 than he does in 2K16. The 2K16 actually looks a lot like the 2K15 PC mod for Daniel Bryan, but it looks like they cleaned up the beard a little bit, and I don't mean cleaned up as in, shaved it or anything, because that's obviously not the case for Daniel Bryan, but it looks a little choppy, a little grainy in the 2K15 shot, and the 2K16 shot seems like everything kind of is placed together a little better. There's a lot more details in his face and under his eyes, and it seems like the eyes in the 2K16 shots pop out a little bit more than 2K15. I don't know why that is. It might just be the way that the shots were taken, but the 2K16 Daniel Bryan does look to be pretty on point, but once we get some better shots, we might be able to compare these again in the future. Up next, John Cena on the left, 2K16 on the right, 2K15 right off the bat. The sweat mechanics, is that even the thing? The sweat mechanics seem to be on and popping in 2K16. You can see the, the shininess all over the place. He still got his big vein in his upper left arm. And overall, the shape of his face in 2K16 looks a lot less animated. He's got a very defined jaw and face, and just he's, sculpted out of something crazy. But the 2K16 Cena seems to be a little more real life, a little more realistic. And again, take a look at the hair in 2K15. It seems to be a lot more on point in 2K16. And the shot on the right was actually one of the very first screenshots we got of 2K15 last year. So obviously the Cena comparison is going to be a big one when 2K16 starts rolling out more screenshots. But as of now, the 2K16 Cena looks pretty damn good. Up next, we got two left. Triple H. The 2K16 version, obviously, it was taken from his entrance, so it's got the lighting and the smoke and stuff, so you can't see too much of the detail. But right off the bat, again, back to the eyes. The eyes are popping out a little bit more, much more detail in the face. not the easiest comparison to make because the 2K15 Triple H was incredible. So the fact that they were able to improve upon that at all for 2K16 is pretty awesome. So that's the comparison for Triple H. And finally, our last screenshot comparison from 2K16 and 2K15 is Seth Rollins. Now, again, not the greatest angle to get a comparison from. Just going off of these pictures, I would almost lean towards 2K15 as far as the face goes. The hair is almost exactly the same, aside from the 2K16 version looks to be a little darker. The beard is much fuller, he's a little tanner, so 2K16 obviously made some improvements. But overall, just from these two shots, which again, don't tell the whole story, I'm kind of leaning towards the 2K15 version. Now, 2K16 Seth Rollins, his outfit is on point. They got that down to a T. But I don't know, maybe it's just me that thinks the 2K15 Rollins is better. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about these comparisons. Tell me if you guys noticed anything that I didn't. I appreciate you stopping by, and subscribe right now if you're not subscribed already for much more 2K16 content to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button before you go, and I'll see you soon.